They're 4 singers from 4 different countries who can sing in 4 different languages. Il Divo is known for their iconic opera sound, their exceptional voices, and their good looks. They've sold more than 25 million albums and have stolen the hearts of countless women around the world. I recently had a chance to catch up with the quartet to talk about the new album, Wicked Game. Well, gentlemen, congratulations on the new tour.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe it's been that many years since we were all together.
Yeah.
When you did the block party on Canada AM, and I would agree with you, it's been too long, so consider it a standing invitation whenever you're back in town.
That's good to see you again.
Well, how do you feel after all these years going back out on tour? You know each other, you know the drill, you know you're going to be away from home and family. How do you feel when you're getting ready for that? There must be some mixed messaging just because you're going to miss your family. Well, you with all your kids.
Well, I've been pretty lucky actually, because for me it's just almost impossible to be away for too long from family. So my twins, they don't go to school yet. They're 4 years old, so next year is reception year in the UK. So they're going to go then to school, and they've been able to skip a little bit of nursery. So they come and see Daddy and my little boy, who's going to be 1 in, he's 1 actually. Yeah. So I'm pretty lucky now, and I have them in Montreal, and they're based here for 2 weeks during the Canadian tour. So that gives me a chance to enjoy it. Otherwise, I just can't make it. I need family around.
And whereas do you kind of go, here we go?
It's funny, I go, I mean, at least a month, probably even 2 before we actually started the tour. I went into a state of, whatever happens, don't ask me any questions, don't ask me to plan anything, don't ask me what I think about next year, because I just know I'm going to be traveling, I'm going to sit on an airplane every day, I'm going to be in a different city every day. It's a very ambiguous feeling I've got about these world tours. Somehow you experience so much within 9 or 10 months. You see so many people, so many cities and everything. And somehow, when you come back from it, you feel like you're missing a year out of your life.
What's the best thing about it, would you say, Carlos?
Obviously, I mean, being on stage is to sing live and just giving this passion to the audience, and then have this reward of the applause. That's unbelievable. I mean, even if you do the same show every night, but you just have another new audience, you have a new reactions, new jokes just coming suddenly on stage, because this time in our tour, I mean, we have a big orchestration. I mean, and we try to be as close as possible as we can with the audience. So we're joking around and we're trying to show our own personality all the time. So it's a lot of fun.
You've got such incredible and loyal fans who want the romance, who want everything that you have been doing in the past. It's probably not surprising that every once in a while there's going to be somebody who doesn't like it. And I don't know where I read, and I can't believe somebody wrote this, but said there was one critic that criticized your classical kind of crossover and said it was like putting a mini skirt on the Mona Lisa. I don't know who wrote that, but how do you remember that?
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely. Mona Lisa she was hot. She was just all covered up.
Speak for yourself.
Okay then.
So but you let it roll off and move on, or you just don't even read that stuff if you don't, you have to? Or?
No, I mean, it's inflammatory, and it causes people to, formulate their own opinions about things. Obviously, nothing's going to be a universal truth. Not everyone is going to latch onto something, and what we do is very energetically, it's very big. The 4 of our personalities, the 4 of our voices, and what we come up with and what we give to the audience, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. And the vast majority, 98%, they really love it. And like you said, they're loyal supporters, especially here in Canada. We have a fantastic fan base here in Canada. But saying things like that only gets more people to think about us. So all press is good press.
Let me ask about the women in your lives and how they deal with the fact that women love you. How do your women in your life deal with that and want to be romanced?
Well, the woman in my life.
You're the single one. You're the single one here.
I should ask all the women that I have in my life right now. I don't know.
They do pretty well, actually. I'm going to speak for myself. My wife used to work for a record company, for our record company. This is how we get to know each other in Australia. She was a publicist. And so I think she really understands the business we're in, and music is very important to me, and whether or not we'll be together, I'll still be doing that. So I think she put up with, at times, difficulties, but I think she's clever enough to know why I married her, etc. And yeah, I think it works absolutely fine, and she respects it, and I respect her, and I think this is how it works.
Of course, you're being awfully quiet over there.
Yeah, and that's for a reason, actually, because I just try to keep my private life out of this as much as I possibly can. Because
It's not easy, though, right?
No, it's not. It's not. Definitely not. Especially with, as you say, the very loyal fans. They want to know everything about you. They want to own a piece of you, which is very sweet, you know. And we have made the choice, the four of us, to expose us to that. But all the people that are around us have not made that choice, you know, because it does not obviously come with just the sunny sides. There's two sides to every coin.
And you, David?
Well, my wife is a performer as well. She's an opera singer, and so, you know, she is in the spotlight, as it were, and so she understands what it means to be a public persona. She understands what it means to be an artist. I mean, we talk all the time about how it's really amazing how we can really relate to each other on so many different levels, and this being one of those levels. And it's like Sebastian said, the fans are, for the most part, very respectful. They oftentimes, when they come to like a show and they come to the meet and greet that we have before the show, they'll bring presents for her. Not for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Stuff for her. They do.
I love it, gentlemen. I know you've got a busy schedule, so I'm going to let you go. Sadly, I have to let you go, but thank you so much for carving out some time.
Thanks for having us
Thank you
here.
very much.
Pleasure.
Good to see you again.
Carlos. Bye, David. Continued success, by the way, on the tour.
Thank you.
It's good fun.